Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before the conspiracy theorist name calling gets thrown into the comments, I'm gonna let y'all know now that these are just my thoughts, and I'm bringing awareness to a few flaws that I find to be interesting in this whole King Von case. Alright, something isn't sitting right with me, and maybe it's just me, so I figured I'll come here to point out a few things. And if you guys agree, just let me know in the comments. You ain't gotta sit here, oh, you clickbait, oh, you chasing views, you chasing clout. Knock it off, man. Because like I always tell y'all, I was one of the first people, alright, on YouTube that made a video concerning this whole case and calling it fraud. It was very flawed and everything that was going on with it. And you could do, look, check the stats if you want. Check the stats. Alright, ever since what, November 12th? While everybody was mourning, oh, saying this, that, oh, I feel so sorry for Dirk, I always said that it was some flawed in this whole situation. And I'm gonna attach the video so you guys that I did on it way back when it only got like 600 views. Alright, so I'm gonna attach the video so y'all can check that video out yourself. And then we're gonna fast forward to this. Now, before I do all that, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, I swear, it's lit here. So make sure you subscribe to join one of the littest gangs on YouTube so you can stay updated with the most realest content. Alright, now let's get straight into it. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna start y'all from the beginning by reading the article explaining the incident that struck that night King Von was killed, so some of you can get an understanding of what I'm talking about and what's going on. Alright, now it says here in the Chicago Sun-Times, it says a Savannah man has been charged in the fatal shooting of Chicago rapper King Von in Atlanta on Friday morning. Timothy Leaks, 22, was charged with murder after the Atlanta Police Department secured warrants on Saturday, police confirmed to USA Today. Now, of course, Timothy Leaks is Lil Tim. It says King Von, 26, whose real name is Davon Bennett, was shot around 3:20 a.m. Friday during an argument between two groups of men that escalated to gunfire, according to a statement provided by Officer Steve Avery with the Atlanta Police Department. Bennett was taken to an area hospital where he later died. Now, this is it kills me how young a lot of these Chicago guys are, man. First of all, for King Von to make it to 26, that was a blessing. And it sounds crazy saying that, but that's a blessing. A lot of these guys in Chicago don't make it to 30. A lot of them don't make it to 20, 21. A lot of them lost their lives early, 13, 14, 16. And I just wish, man, a lot of these kids, I wish they'll be able to get out of Chicago, go to Miami, go to somewhere and experience life before their life is actually taken away from them. Because I'm pretty sure if they was to see life outside of Chicago, they will have a different mentality of things, man. But right now it's a jungle. That's all they know. So sometimes you can't even blame them because they are a product of their environment. And look, King Von, he's only 26. The way he moved, man, I would have thought he was older than that, way older than that. But he was young as 26 and probably been through more than most of us that's older than him. But anyway, let's get back into it. It says the incident took place outside Monica Hookah Lounge, where two off-duty officers who were in uniform and working an extra job at the lounge, along with an on-duty officer who was patrolling nearby, confronted the arguing groups. Shots were fired, police said. Now, alright, keep this in mind. Please pay attention, because we're going to get back to this. Pay attention to these two off-duty officers who was quote-unquote working an extra job at the lounge, and then keep in mind the on-duty officer who was quote-unquote patrolling nearby, because we're going to get back to that. Now it says here, 3 of the persons shot in the incident have died as a result of their wounds, and 3 others are being treated in area hospitals. The officers were not injured, according to the police. Now it says the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and Atlanta Police Homicide investigators are investigating in an attempt to determine, quote, which individuals were struck by gunfire from the suspects and whether any were struck by gunfire from the officers, police said. Now, that's another key part we have to pay attention to right there, where it says where individuals were struck by gunfire from the suspects and whether any were struck by gunfire from the officers. Because guess what? To this day, to this very day, they have not told us or have determined which shots hit who and which shots hit King Von, which shots hit Lil Tim. They have not expressed that to us to this day. All right, now that plays a big part as well. Now let's get straight into it. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I feel a lot of these rapper and the rapper killings, and all that is taking place in Atlanta because of their stand your ground law, which will make it easier if they wanted to do a cover up. All right, now follow me. I know the conspiracy. Oh, you listen, just follow me, right? Now I don't care what anybody says. It's no way Little Tim himself let off 3 to 4 shots that hit Von. Now I'm not sure, y'all can correct me in the comments whether it was 3 shots or 4 shots. I believe it was 4, they said, that hit Von. Alright, I watched the video many times, and there's no way that I'm gonna let any news media outlet tell me something different from what I saw myself with my own 2 eyes. It's no way Lil Tim was able to hit King Von 3 to 4 times so accurately while on the floor shot himself. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that someone other than Lil Tim shot at King Von purposely. Yeah. I don't know, but see, some people are alleging that in the video you could somehow see 100K Track, who was his manager, doing something funny. They even went as far as say that he snuck in a shot or whatever the case may be. Now, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. I didn't see that myself, but these are the things that I've actually heard while I watched, videos and seen people give their little reaction to what happened. Now, what I saw was when they said Lil Tim fired the shot, as soon as he fired, he was almost shot almost immediately. So I seen him spin away. So when was he able to fire 3 to 4 shots? I do not know. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Keep in mind of these shady police officers who seem to always be present at a scene whenever a rapper is killed. Always pay attention. Now, who is it to say that they wasn't in on it, because they fired a lot of shots as well, in which they're responsible for the guys that were with King Von's death. Actually, these guys were shooting to kill. These police officers were shooting to kill. They wasn't shooting to alleviate the situation or try to gain control. They were literally shooting to kill, and they say that they shot a lot of bullets. There's a guy who was an eyewitness over there. The video is still on YouTube. I'm gonna try to find it. He said he wasn't too far away from the club. He was just an innocent bystander. He said he heard so much shots. He never heard that many shots in his life. So how many shots was there? If it was just Lil Tim shots that he shot 4 that was supposed to be quote unquote accurate in the King Von, and then the shots that the police did, and then the shots that the guys that King Von did, right? I mean, King Von was with did. Those may be, a good amount of shots, but the way he described it was a barrage of bullets going off. And I could get even deeper, right? Because I can go as far as talking about these shaky hospitals, EMT, ambulance. Why every time a rapper gets shot, they leave the scene alive, but always end up dying in the hospital? Always. What's that about? Now, as we seen in the video, King Von was still conscious of what was going on because he wasn't letting go of Quando at all. Shot and all. Now, they drove him to the hospital. I don't know if they lost him in the car, but to my knowledge, he was pronounced dead in the hospital. And that's the same thing that happened to FBG Duck. He was alive when he got in that ambulance, even though they had him on the floor forever. When he got into the ambulance, as he was being wheeled off, he was alive. But as soon as he got to that hospital, he did not make it out. Now, let's fast forward, right, to after the night. Why is Quando Rondo going around acting as if he's the one that did the killing? He's trolling left and right, making subs and songs, wearing the same wardrobe as Lil Tim in his videos, doing interviews, the whole 9 yards. Keep in mind, this is still an open case. Like, I don't know, like, how are these people, how are they able to get away with what they getting away with, man? These artists, these celebs, or whatever, these guys can literally catch a body and then go rap about it in the song, talk about it while it's still an open case and nothing's happening. How is that possible? You so much as catch a fraud case. If they catch you again with more fraud, guess what? You going down. So how are these guys committing murder and getting away with it as they talk about it? Now, you got Lil Tim. He's released. What's the first thing he do? Suddenly he becomes a rapper. And his first song is what? Dissing King Von. Rapping, incriminating lyrics, trolling Lil Durk, everybody. Now, last time I checked, if you a suspect in a murder case, the last thing you want to do is admit to it publicly. You're going to do anything and everything in your power to seem like you had nothing to do with it, because else not, you going to jail, bucko. Right? Nah, not these guys. These rappers will actually catch a body, rap about doing it while the case is still open, go on Instagram Live, talk about it, and nothing happens. What's really going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Something isn't right. Something just isn't right. I personally feel like that whole situation was a setup, just like I've been expressing the video I done when it first happened, and both sides are in on it. It just don't make sense. And y'all know I always say this here: the truth is never confusing. So if I'm told something and it doesn't make sense to me, it's automatically a lie, because the truth is one way at all times. It's never confusing. If y'all remember in the beginning, Asian Doll was sitting there confusing. She was sitting there telling everybody, telling Boss Stop, get the chains back from these guys. They didn't do nothing. Then out of nowhere, next thing you know, she's cool with all them people all over again. You see what I'm saying? After it all happens. Then at one point, her and Boss Stop gets into it again. It's I don't know, man. As I analyzed the video, I watched the guys Vaughn was with freeze up and sit on the side and watch King Von fend for his life, aside from the guys that actually was firing back and Muap. But I watched the manager do suspect things in the video while the whole altercation was going on. And there's a few things that the news have left us unsure about. They still haven't told us exactly how many shots went off that night. So maybe we can accurately pinpoint who shots went where and you know, at least account for the shots. Because the shots play a big part, like it plays a big part, man. Knowing how many shots, knowing where they went, knowing who it came from. I'm telling y'all, I have a strong feeling, man. Them cops probably had to. Them cops, man. One of them fired the fatal blow to King Von when it came to shots, man. Because Lil Tim shooting him on the floor as he was shot himself 3 to 4 times accurately just doesn't make sense. Then they still haven't released where King Von was shot. Maybe they did. Maybe I'm late. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You know, I could mess up sometimes too. But I haven't seen an article that actually told us accurately where he was shot and what was the fatal blow. Alright. And another thing, they still haven't officially gave us any update on the case or Lil Tim. That's another thing. And a lot of people are confused by what's going on because they get it confused between a conviction and being charged. Lil Tim was charged but still haven't been convicted. There's a big difference. Mind you, he's the same one admitting to doing it. Quando's letting it be known that he did it. I mean, they on camera doing exactly what they saying they doing. So what more do they need, man? What more proof, evidence, whatever? What do they need? This man is sitting here trolling and doing everything in his power to let the world know that he killed King Von and still no conviction. It's about to be a whole year. But I tell you what's, I got a strong feeling. I got a strong feeling he's not going to be convicted for King Von murder. And the whole world going to be shocked. Watch. So don't be, you know, thrown off once you hear that Lil Tim is not convicted of the murder because of that whole staying at ground laws in Atlanta, and they ruled the shooting to be out of self-defense. Watch. Like I said, man, I have a strong feeling Lil Tim wasn't the one who actually fired them shots that killed King Von. I strongly believe it was them 2 officers. Another thing I realized is that these officers' names wasn't released either. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen their names in any articles describing who the 2 off-duty officers was, or even the patrolling one. It's important. A lot of people may think that that's not important, but it is, because knowing their names and their identities will help us understand that maybe these officers have some type of corruption. Maybe they plant drugs. You know, maybe they were the ones that shot. You never know. Maybe their behaviors in the past can help us. You see what I'm saying? A lot of things like that help us solve cases. This is why a lot of things like that come up in trial. The officer's background. All that matters, man. We gotta get in deep. But you know what's happening? A lot of people, if you pay attention, is slowly but surely forgetting about this whole King Von situation. A lot of things. There's a lot of holes in the story, but things keep happening back to back to back. Yo, it's so much craziness happening in this world today, man, that everything is a distraction. So something could happen Monday, and by Wednesday, everybody done forgot about it because some other tragedy done came and happened on a Wednesday. You see what I'm saying? It's too much going on. Everything's a big distraction. But let me know if y'all know the identities of these police officers, man, because I feel that play a big part as well. All right. Let me know in the comment box below too if y'all feel that I'm wrong. Maybe Lil Tim did do it. Or y'all let me know y'all theories as well in the comment box below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.